Welcome everyone. Today, we are going to dive into UI architecture foundations. Think of this as building the base of a house. Before we add the walls, furniture, or decorations, we first need a strong foundation. Similarly, before building advanced user interfaces, we need to understand how they are structured and how the pieces fit together. By the end of this session, you'll have a clear picture of how modern applications are designed and how we can make them scalable, reusable, and easy to maintain. Agenda. Here's what we'll explore today: UI architecture basics. We'll see how components, services, and routing form the blueprint of our app. Component-driven design, building UI like Lego blocks, with reusable parts. State management. This is like the memory and brain of our application. UI and API integration. Finally, how our app talks to the outside world and gets data. Each of these topics builds on the previous one, so by the end, you'll see the full picture of how modern user interfaces are built. UI architecture basics. What is UI architecture? UI architecture is the blueprint of our application's user interface. Just like an architect designs a building with rooms, doors, and hallways, UI architecture defines how our components, services, and navigation work together. Components are the pieces, like walls, windows, and doors, small, reusable UI parts such as buttons, headers, or forms. Services are how these pieces communicate, like the electrical wiring or plumbing in a house. They handle business logic, fetch data, and make sure components have the information they need. Routing is how users move from one part of the app to another, like hallways and stairs in a building. It connects different pages or screens together. A good architecture ensures that your app is stable, easy to maintain, and can scale as it grows. Components, services, and routing. Now let's break down the three main pillars of UI architecture. Components are the smallest building blocks of our UI. For example, a button, a login form, or a navigation bar. Think of them as Lego pieces. We can reuse them in different parts of the app. Gear hash services are responsible for handling the logic and data. For example, if a component needs to fetch user information from a database, the service takes care of that. Services act like messengers. They go get the data and bring it back to the components. Map hash routing manages how users navigate between different pages or screens. For example, when you click a profile, routing takes you from the home page to the profile page. It's like the GPS of your app, guiding the user where they need to go. When you put these three together, components, services, and routing, you get a complete, working user interface system.